Hello my fellow Misfortune fans and welcome to another episode of Iron to Diamond, this series in which I show you that Elo Hell does not exist, currently sitting in Gold 2. And there is this Challenger Misfortune build that has been popping up lately. I think the first one to use this was Korean Challenger player Summer. But ever since other people adopted her playstyle, for example Dog2 also uses this build. It's Kleptomancy with Legend Bloodline and Overheal secondary. And it's full crit. You go Essence Reaver into Infinity Edge and then you can either buy more crit items or BF sword items, whatever you need. And it is very effective. You get your items very quickly due to Kleptomancy. And yeah, it should be fun. Most people play this with Q max, but I think W max is straight up better when you play Kleptomancy, well, not Klepto, when you play a crit Misfortune and also with overheal synergies. So I go W max, and I'm currently also again in a max kills challenge to hopefully earn some coins that I can spend on riot points. From my partnered app, which is club.gg. By the way, if you want to earn some riot points yourself, or rather some coins that you can spend on riot points, in the first link in the description you find the link to join my club, and then you're ready to go. But let's get started with the lane phase. We're against Jinx Janna, and this should be relatively easy to stack Klepto on them. Lux has enormous pressure with her binding, because Misfortune has so much burst damage. Please don't take my minions. Yeah, there we go. 1, 2 Klepto procs. Easy. Let's push for level 2. So Jenna, are you suicidal? Okay, she's level 2 as well. Yep. I figured my auto would kill her, so I think my flash was worth it, right? But yes, that's what I mean. Lux binding has enormous kill pressure in lane. It's almost as good as Morgana binding. I think the hitbox is not as wide. And the root duration is obviously shorter. Well, in the early game it's pretty much the same, because Morgana's root duration scales with levels. Can we please push? Oh damn, misclick. Second point in Q for the lane phase, but afterwards I will be maxing W, as you're supposed to. If you are a competent Misfortune main. Not trying to take jabs at the Challenger Misfortune players, but I really think W max, especially with a crit build, is the way to go. There's no reason to base. Please stay with me. I get my next biscuit soon. I can heal back up. And then I will get my BF sword on my first back. Ooh, that's nice. Biscuit, come on. Honestly, I think getting them earlier is so much better. Oh. We're a little bit low on HP right now. Unlucky. Maybe it was greedy of me not to base with 900 gold. I will base as soon as the wave resets the next time. That's, I think, the correct way to do it. Oh, God. Maybe we just base right now and forfeit platings. Right, Lux bases. I base too. There's no use. Actually, the wave is way too huge. Max kills challenge, boys. I always say boys, I hope nobody feels excluded. I know some girls are watching this too. And I definitely don't mean to discriminate against you. What can I say what's more inclusive? Guys? Is guys gender neutral? I actually don't know. Maybe you can tell me in the comments. I think guys is used in a gender neutral way. But I'm not sure. Maybe it depends on where you live as well. Let me know in the comments what you think. Now we just need to base though. Jinx won't freeze this, or even if she will. We returned with so much power. It really doesn't matter. Sell. Sell. Buy. Should be good. I don't have much lifesteal early game, so not selling the biscuit is correct, I think. And we return with so much power. That's 60 extra attack damage. You can also build this, in my opinion, with an early Vamp Scepter in difficult lanes, or if you really need to, or if it just fits your playstyle better. Definitely don't shy away from going early Vamp Scepter. You don't need to upgrade it, obviously. You can rush Bloodthirster with this, in my opinion. Will delay your crit item power spike, but Bloodthirster as Reaver Infinity Edge is a build I've been using forever, essentially. In yesterday's upload, I already used it again. It's a very solid build. This build is more go ham, go full damage. Because crit is obviously more damage than lifesteal, right? Lifesteal is a defensive stat. Let's ward this. I think we have enough lane priority right now that we can afford this control ward. Get the Klepto. But yeah, the new Korean challenger build that's been used by challengers in all servers right now. It's essentially my Bloodthirster build, but with the well, without the Bloodthirster essentially. So probably more power early game because crit earlier, but less power late game, and early game a little bit less safe. Jinx is alone right now. We can die for her. Sure. I can kind of feel Jinx's frustration. But yeah, that's what happens when your support just randomly leaves you. I don't think Jinx was AFK per se. She got hit by a binding, and she didn't really expect the dive, I don't think. Well, maybe I ran past her and she didn't react, so maybe she really was AFK. Still a dumb thing to do while your support is roaming. I think you always go... Or you usually go Berserker's Greaves with this, because, well, crit plus attack speed is good, because more autos means more potential crits. I'm usually a fan of defensive boots, but I will play it like the challenger players are doing it for the sake of the video. I mean, I want to show you what's out there, right? Not only my builds, but also what other people are doing. So you can pick up whatever suits you best, right? Don't have much lifesteal, but I think enough to tank the minion wave for a little bit. This might be the point where I also start selling biscuits, if I don't need them before my next base. Ooh. Get some gold. Need to be a little bit careful with the Pantheon. Cannot get any bounces right now. They play very defensively, which is understandable. That's definitely not a favorable trade for them. It's not much lifesteal, but it deals so much damage that it's enough to the point where it's noticeable. Oh. I'm not exactly sure how Pantheon's ulti works at the moment, to be completely honest with you. Not exactly. So I don't know if flashing there actually benefited me or not. If a hitbox still is there to get me. Actually, let's not buy this. Let's buy this instead. And sell the biscuit for the sake of... or not. I originally planned on buying a control ward right there, but I was outside of base already. I need to cover mid lane here. Our mid laner just went base. There's a huge wave crashing. This would all go to waste if I were to go bot lane. Oh, the wave resets and mid laner can do what he wants again. I'm on my way. I'm super strong. We can definitely fight this. For sure. There we go. $300 extra gold off of Klepto. That's essentially a kill. Well, a kill without the benefit of getting one of the enemies off of the map, right? Not going to risk anything with Janna being there. 1v2 is never really a situation you want to fight in. Ooh, that's nice. There are also definitely huge benefits to Essence Reaver first in terms of mana. With Bloodthirst I could easily dive them though, so I'm not sure what's better. I took too many tower shots. Well, not too many, as you can see. But a lot of tower shots. And I'm dead, huh? Might as well. Stupid Pantheon. But yeah, I play this as if I had a lot of lifesteal. And I simply don't have a lot of lifesteal. That's the problem right there. No reason to upgrade boots. Better to just buy a BF sword. Usually a huge power spike. You need to keep in mind, BF sword in and of itself is more than cost efficient. Because you pay 350 for 10 AD normally, in form of a longsword. But if the Ruined King gives you, the F-Sword gives you 40 attack damage, which is worth 4 longswords, so 1,400 gold, yet you only pay 1,300. So it's always a positive. I push bot lane and rotate mid afterwards. Just to keep up the pressure. Ooh, maybe I can cheese Jinx. Might have seen me. Get flash for free. I take it. Wait for E. So I don't get cheesed myself. And now I push and rotate. They might be on their way to me. Well, I have a ward here, so it's not as risky. It's okay. I can freely use E to check bushes, by the way, because because Essence Reaver deals with all my mana problems. Things recalled. I really don't like rotating top here because Dragon is still on the map. We just shove mid. Try to pressure the tower. Nobody got the cannon minion. Feels bad. Pantheon. Pantheon flash. Aurelia's coming. That was juicy. There was no reason for me to ult earlier because I can heavily rely on my auto attacks. Thanks to crit and to attack speed. And still my ult does a lot of damage, it has high AD scalings and I have 2 BF sword items. Well, Infinity Edge is not yet completed, but all the attack damage components of it are. Maybe we can finish this in time. Yeah, we can. Sure. We just run here, there's no reason to overstay. I need to spend my gold. It's way, way too much. I cannot stay. It's impossible. I won't repeat the same mistakes from last game where I just overstay together with my team. I will do the correct, or make the correct plays. No compromises. Alright. I think in this game I'm just fine going more crit. Might as well spend my gold. Next time I go back I will have a massive amount of gold already, anyway, so no reason to not buy the Kerchai's chart, even though it's not that good in the mid game. We should really push top. It's free gold. There's so many towers we can still get. When the bloodline starts to kick in, huh? Look at that lifesteal. Especially pushing top lane is important because it will set us up for Baron. If this tower is still alive when Baron spawns, the minions will never be in on their side of the map. And so we will always be pressured. Well, they didn't take the tower yet either, but still we get an easy advantage by just doing that. Yeah, I knew it. Ah, I knew it! But I didn't retreat. I thought if I check with E, I will see them in time, but no, they are already there. Kinda frustrating. I had the right call, but I didn't react. Or I second-guessed myself. Instead of just retreating, I checked with E. Oh well. We traded 2 for 4, which is obviously bad, but it's still okay. We got the tower. They need to react to mid-pressure. And we can slowly start to set up that Baron play, maybe. Yeah, we need to siege top. They need to react to mid lane eventually. And once we have enough pressure top lane, we then can get Baron. Or if we win a team fight, we also can take Baron. Right, forcing out our flash, that's definitely good. Sure. Let's just take the free farm. Always take the free stuff. Take the free stuff, win the game. I don't have ulti, but who cares? Deluxe. Oh. What on earth was that Pantheon ulti? I guess I don't complain. Yeah, now the lifesteal really starts to kick in. 12%. I guess we retreat here. I have a lot of gold. Staying is a mistake. We already got the tower. We can take more in the next push when we actually spend our gold. Let's go for the double shiv. I really feel it this game. Especially with all the sieging. The 100% double shiv crit misfortune. You can build this as you like after the first 2 items. You can go for Guardian Angel, for Bloodthirster, for Zeal items, which is what I'm doing right now. My final item will be a Last Whisper item though. Also the extra range gives me more opportunity to proc Klepto. Alright, this could be... this is at least Drake, if not Baron. Maybe this is game now. You need to always think in terms of objectives. After you get a kill, okay, what can we get out of this? In this case, at least Inhibitor. And Dragon. They could get out of it too quickly. Just take Drake, to be honest. Don't underestimate the misfortune damage, bro. My autos do a lot. That's a free Drake. I can get my 4th item. And then I probably won't ever Q again. I just auto because it's 100% crit. Bad thing is we don't get much AD from our, or any AD from our runes for that matter. We're still sitting at 240. Which is pretty bad, but at least we have a lot of attack speed, so we can apply that 240 a lot. Also with 100% crit, of course. Yeah, I'm on my way, no worries. We shouldn't start it. Ooh, that's good, that's extremely good. That was one auto. How did I kill Pantheon though? I didn't quite catch that. Just auto. Q takes too much time. Q is a worthless spell at this point. Even if I Q auto out of rapid fire range, my Q will apply the static shift and it cannot crit. So static shift doesn't crit if I do that. So just auto. Flashing away from me, huh? Healing Sarah. Okay, I threw in a Q there just because I didn't have my W up and my attack speed wasn't high enough. Oof. Okay, Q auto is still good, obviously, if you only hit one target. But yeah, the fact that your initial Q hit cannot crit is it's really a pity. How much more gold do I need for full build? Not sure. A little bit. I could have gone base for the Last Whisper component, but I'd much rather stay and farm, get experience and more gold to finish my item in one go. Yeah, I guess Q auto combo is still good, even if you have 100% crit. But generally speaking, your Q animation takes too much time at this point. Let's get the healing reduction, right? And this is the point where this build is strictly worse than my iteration of it, because now you stop scaling. You don't have keystone damage, and you don't have Gathering Storm. All I really can do to improve this is get to level 18. Which is fine, and I'm still a 4 or a 6 item crit AD carry, so don't forget that. Maybe I can sell boots for Stormrazor, that might be an improvement. We'll see. Just take the tower, no reason to dive, man. Alright. Yeah, we take inhibs and win. Aw, damn, I thought I could kill her, but I didn't have enough damage. Pantheon Flash, for what it's worth. Just go top lane, yeah, I agree. Max kills, challenge anyone! Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, save me. That was way too ham, obviously. But there's no way we can lose this game at this point. We got too much already. Triple inhibitor is not defendable, really. Yeah, there goes the first tower. And now, the thing is, when you take an inhibitor, you spawn one super minion in that wave, right? But when you take all three, you spawn 2 super minions per wave, so it doubles the amount of super minions on top of the extra one. And this is pretty much impossible to defend against. So yeah, we can take Dragon now and then just finish the game with supers. We don't even need Baron at this point. We don't even need our entire team at this point. I think I could do this on my own. Supers apply enough pressure where I can just harass them from rapid fire range, force them to base. And if I play this correctly, right? Not Nexus Tower or... Nexus Tower diving like I attempted before. But yeah, I could probably 1v5 right now. They could all AFK as long as the inhibitors stay down. Level 16, that's also a huge spike. Well, maybe 1v5 is an overstatement, but you get the idea. That's spicy. You see one Q auto combo and they are already forced to base. And also insta-clear waves. Ooh, maybe I can kill Jinx. Again, we don't even need Baron at this point. Yeah, see, now my Q hit first and my static shift did not crit. I take it. Most damage in the game, obviously, and we on top of that got an S+ for ourselves. Yeah, this build, well, you're a crit AD carry with 6 items in the late game, so you're pretty much unstoppable even without scaling runes. Yeah, that's the build that goes wild in Challenger right now. Also the challenge, I think I'm very, very likely to win this challenge, but other players are still in active games, so I don't know yet. But I guess we did fine. By the way, join my club. Click the first link in the description. It's amazing. But you can play this build with any variation you want, either full crit or with more attack damage items, Bloodthirster, Guardian Angel, you name it. But if you want to see how I play Misfortune in High Diamond solo queue, then click on the link on your screen right there. A big thank you to all my Patreons and channel members. If you want to become a Patreon yourself, just go to patreon.com/mfdb.